Sound check, sound check. Sound check. How's this sound, Jose? Zoom is good, YouTube is good. Thank you so much, Jose. Appreciate it.
Jesse, look.
Good morning, President Kang. We're recording and ready to get started whenever you are.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of Public Works for Friday, September 5, 2025. Madam Executive Officer, please take roll and establish quorum.
Good morning, President and board members. I'm Elise Matson, Executive Officer with the Board of Public Works, taking roll in establishing quorum. President Kang, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, and Commissioner Cardenas are all present. We have a quorum. We're also joined by City Attorney Representative Adina Hopenstan.
Thank you very much. And for those of us who are joining via Zoom and other platforms, welcome as well. We do have a pretty packed full house this morning. So before we get started with public comments, I would like to proceed with our two special presentations. First, we have our Clean LA graduation. So I would like to ask our representative from Clean LA to come up to the podium.
Good morning, commissioners.
Good morning, good morning. Make sure the mic is on.
Okay, is it on? Can you hear me? I know I complain about everyone not using this mic properly, and now it's my turn. Okay, well, great. I'm so excited. We are here for the 11th Clean LA graduation ceremony. Yay. So we've done 11 of these, but this one is very exciting because this is our first graduation with Chrysalis, who is one of our newer contractors on board. So thank you, Chrysalis, for being here today as well. But thank you and good morning. It's a very special occasion as we celebrate the 11th graduating class of the Clean LA Jobs Program. This program is not only important to the Board of Public Works, but also to the entire city of Los Angeles because of the opportunity it provides and the impact it makes on the community. The Clean LA Jobs Program provides employment opportunities to Angelenos, often from underserved communities, to help clean the city of Los Angeles as a pathway to full-time career with the city or in the private sector. And we have representation of both of those success stories of folks that have started with the city and also folks that have started good jobs in the private sector or nonprofit. Clean LA addresses the critical need of cleaning our neighborhoods and corridors, but also addresses the critical need to provide jobs to the people who need it most in our city. And the program's overall goals are to create a pathway opportunity, which makes this program so unique from our other cleaning programs, and also providing jobs and providing cleanliness and improving the quality of life for people living in those communities who are also able to then clean those communities and improve the quality of life for the communities which they live in. As mentioned, this is a Board of Public Works program, but we also partner in the Office of Community Beautification, but we also partner with the Bureau of Sanitation, Bureau of Street Services, the Personnel Department, the Economic Workforce Development Department, the Youth Development Department, and the Mayor's Office of Economic Opportunity and the Mayor's Office of Infrastructure. So thank you to all our partners who have been instrumental in making this a success. I also want to give a huge shout out to our Clean LA program manager, Felicia Orozco, who is not here, but she's on maternity leave. But this is all because of her. And since her maternity leave, I have realized how much work this is. So thank you, Felicia. I hope you're on the Zoom and listening. We love Felicia. And this program would not be a success without her dedication to making sure these participants get jobs. The metrics are up to date. They're getting on their routes. They're doing all these things. So she's so diligent in running this program. But real quick, I just want to share some of our collective accomplishments of Clean LA since launching. We launched the program in 2021 in partnership with our OCB contractors. And since then, we've provided almost 600 jobs. I believe the number's like 580, something like that. Cleaned over 118,000 locations throughout the city of LA, and removed approximately 6.7 million pounds of trash from the city streets. So that is all your hard work, showing up every day, picking up those bulky items, removing those weeds, picking up that trash. 6.7 million pounds of trash is equivalent to removing 200 city buses from the public right-of-way. So imagine that. That's how much we've picked up. Like I said, this is graduation number 11, which is crazy, but so far we've graduated 120 participants since the program started. 38 of those have become city employees with either the Bureau of Sanitation or Street Services. We also have, like I said, some great success stories of folks who have started in the private sector. We actually have Amani Green here, who is a former Clean LA graduate. She now works at CRCD as support for the Clean LA program. So really a full circle moment to what this program can do. We're just really proud of all the accomplishments everyone has made, and we're here to celebrate and recognize this graduating class and all your hard work. So give yourselves another round of applause. Thank you all. So in today's graduating class, we have 9 participants. All 9 of those are part of the youth program. So we have a young, bright future ahead of us. And the participants have successfully completed the Clean LA program requirements recommended for graduation. And what those include is 1 year of full-time work with the Clean LA program performing public right-of-way cleanups, completing 1,500 work hours, completing the City 101 training through the personnel department, and also receiving a passing employee evaluation by their CBO supervisor. So good job, you guys all did that, you're all here. Like I said, during the work days, the teams clean up loose litter, pick up large bulky items from the public right-of-way, remove those overgrown weeds, and tackle illegal dumping hotspots. We know this is challenging, tough work, especially during the rainy days. They're out there in the hot, hot summer. Our Valley crews, NEGB, you guys are out in the Valley, especially hot days in the Valley. So you guys are just making the city clean, enhancing the quality of life for everyone that lives and visits and enjoys Los Angeles. So of our graduating class, we have 3 of our partners who are represented today. First, we have Northeast Graffiti Busters, we have Coalition for Responsible Community Development, CRCD, and we have Chrysalis. The Clean LA program wouldn't be possible without the partnership of these contractors who provides Clean LA's participants with a full-time paid position and all-around support, whether that be transitional support, any support they may need. So it's a really great program to make sure every Clean LA participant succeeds. And I would just like to thank our contractors that are here. Also, KYCC is another contractor in the program. They don't have any graduates today. They've had many graduates, but not today's class. But I just want to say thank you to our CBOs and who partner with OCB. Thank you so much for being CRCD, NEGB, and Chrysalis. So if I could invite Paul up, we're going to start the roll call. So graduates, I'm going to start with NEGB, and then I'll do CRCD, and then I'll do Chrysalis. So we'll read your name into the record. You can come up. And then if you would like to say anything, and if the CBOs would like to say anything about your graduates, you know, we would love to invite that and tell us how great they are and why they're a success for the Clean LA program. So first, from Northeast Graffiti Busters, we have Valentino. Oh, and before we start, sorry, let me just read what this says into the record. This certificate of recognition, the Board of Public Works honors person for successfully completing 1 year on-the-job training and has met the requirements, including City 101 and our job readiness training of the City of Los Angeles Department of Public Works Clean LA Job Program, and is qualified to perform general loose litter and weed abatement cleaning and maintenance services in the public right-of-way. So our first graduate today, we have Valentino Navarro. Congratulations. Oh yeah, we'll do a picture. Did you want to say anything? You're our only NEGB candidate, so it's on you.
No.
Rogelio, would you like to say a few words?
Good morning. I just want to thank you for creating the Clean LA program. It's created a tremendous positive impact on the communities that the crews maintain, and on the participants themselves. To this point, I think we've had about 4 or 5 participants that have successfully transferred to the city, and it's been a joy to see them positively change their lives. And the program's just been positive altogether, and just want to say thank you.
All right, we will move on to CRCD. Andrew Alamos. Next up, we have, and we'll let you get, if you guys want to talk after, we'll do everyone, and then whoever's a brave soul from CRCD can. Edwin Ramirez. Jesse Hull. Luis Valenzuela. Alexandra Weezar. And we have one more from CRCD, Rosario Ramirez, who couldn't be here today, but we want to give her a shout out for graduating. And then do we have any brave souls from CRCD who want to give, oh, thanks, yay, Edwin.
Sign me up. Hi, good morning to all you. My name is Edwin Ramirez. I've been in the CRCD Enterprise Clean LA program for a while now. I have a very great experience coming into this program. I got received with welcome hands. Everybody was so nice to me when I got there. They taught me a lot, actually. I came from a different line of work, so I didn't know what to expect. But, you know, I like going to the community and seeing different people thank you for all the stuff you do, clean their sidewalks, clean their curbs, and anything they really see that's dirty, you know. And I just want to thank everybody for receiving me really great. Yeah, I want to thank Nora Cabrera. She's been a really good supervisor. Uh, yeah, honestly, I didn't really see myself in this, but my father-in-law just graduated. I just see him right here. He just retired from the city sanitation. He's been doing it for a while, and he was telling me, you know, you should do something better with your life, you know. And I did take those steps. I have a son now, so I want him to see me do good, and you know, and I want to be like him. He does work hard, so I kind of see my steps moving forward. So because I want to be in sanitation as well, and I know I'm gonna make it there for my son, you know. So I just want to thank everybody for that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Edwin. Anyone else? Nora or Courtney or anyone from CRCD want to say? Just a quick, yeah, thanks, Nora.
I just want to thank you guys. Rogelio said, you know, the Clean LA program is a very successful program. It is not only just for the neighborhoods and for people who live in our cleaner areas, but also for the people that participate. You know, it creates job opportunities, careers, and I just want to thank everybody that's graduating today. You guys did an awesome job. You know, again, it was hot out there, and they was still coming here every day for the most part. So I want to thank you guys for finishing the program. Thank you.
And next up, we have our first graduate from Chrysalis. Very exciting. London McDowell, you can come on up. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Turn around and grab that. We'll do a quick picture. Thank you. Did you want to say anything? No. Okay, that's okay. We have one more graduate from Chrysalis, who Nathan Bowker, who couldn't make it as well, but we want to give him a shout out in the record for graduating and completing his hours. And then I would like to invite any Chrysalis staff here who would like to say a few things.
Hi. So my name is Rachel. I'm the Senior Operations Manager for Chrysalis. Back in November, we were given the opportunity to partner with Clean LA and help clean up and service MacArthur Park. For a lot of our workers, including London, this was their first time working a street maintenance job. However, that did not hold them back from being dedicated, coming to work every day, having a positive attitude, and just showing up to work rain or shine. So extremely proud of London. She has a lot of spirit. She shows up to work every day just ready to go. So proud of her and how far she's come, and really excited to see what comes next and her next steps in her career. Thank you.
Well, I just want to do one more shout out to all our Clean LA graduates. Thank you for your dedicated service to the city of LA through this past year. We look forward to your bright careers ahead in the future. I'm sure we'll see all of you around, hopefully at sanitation or street services or with one of the nonprofits. But I want to turn it over to the commissioners if you would like to say anything.
Thank you very much. I would like to open the floor to our commissioners. See the mic on for Commissioner Mitchell.
Thank you, President King. I want to thank each of you and commend each of you for all your hard work and dedication. As we sometimes walk or drive through the city of Los Angeles, we see some things that we don't want to even see. You know, it's kind of like you turn a blind eye, it's still there. And some of the places that you guys have been, but not places that most Angelenos go. But when you leave, the conditions are so much better, even though some of us don't know where you've been. So I want to thank you for your dedication and commend you for your hard work, and I'm looking forward to seeing, as the young woman from Chrysalis said, where your future takes you. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. President Pro Tem Grant.
Congratulations, and I want to recognize both the Clean LA graduates and those interns who took time off from their college career to intern in the Department of Engineering, that both of you are at different stages of service to the community. And I think it's important to recognize that there's a continuum of activity and dedication that you all have taken place in. To thank you both for your work, the service that you did, you're making LA better, and to congratulate you and welcome you to those who have dedicated their lives to making our community better. Both just understanding what this city needs to make it better, but also doing the hard work to make it better so that all can enjoy it. That goes, I think, it's, as Commissioner Mitchell indicated, it's not appreciated all the time by everybody. But sitting here, we do. And looking at your work, watching the great work that OCB has sort of figured out and strategized, you deserve nothing but our utmost congratulations and thank you and welcome.
Thank you. Vice President Chavez.
Thank you. Well, Clean LA is one of my favorite programs in Public Works because it takes a need that's out in the community and matches it up with giving an opportunity to folks in the communities, and provides not only experience and a service that we need as a city that we wouldn't ordinarily be able to provide, and also provides a pathway to a job. And that is very unique in the city of Los Angeles. And it's a fairly new program, and I think that we need to continue communicating it out. So all of you graduates that have gone through this program, understand that now you are ambassadors, not only for the city of Los Angeles, but for this program. And be sure to not take it for granted and not to assume that everybody knows what it is. Make sure you use this opportunity to educate others, both in the city, family, and outside in the communities, because we should be shouting it from the rooftops of what an amazing program it is, and we need to continue supporting it and funding it so that it continues to provide all those benefits. So congratulations to the graduates. Each of you has shown amazing talent and determination. So, I think that you're together we're building a better city. So thank you. And then to our community organizations, thank you for your partnership. Without you, this wouldn't be possible. You fill in the blanks for us, for the city, the things that we can't fill in ourselves. So today we celebrate you, and congratulations again. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Cardenas.
Thank you. And I just want to congratulate you because you all took that very, very first step of just thinking about applying for this program and thinking, you know what, this could be my next step. And congratulations for taking that step, because of that, you are where you are today. Because I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm sure everybody that started is not in this room right now. So congratulations for keeping going, seeing what the future can be. And tomorrow's another day for you. Keep it going. Congratulations.
So thank you, commissioners. I just wanted to also echo and uplift many of the remarks from my colleagues here. So some of you may already know, but I hail from an organization that helped launch this program. So I know the transformative power of this program. And many of the folks that I worked with previously have gone on to city and other jobs that have really created a pathway for a healthy lifestyle, and as well as helping to create a more beautiful Los Angeles. So once again, thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you, President King. I just have to give one last shout out before we wrap up and congratulate our graduates again, to Judith Garcia, who has been my right-hand person in all of this. Today wouldn't have happened without her, and all of Clean LA. She's really stepped up. So thank you, Judith, for all your hard work. And if you guys get an email from Judith about your city application, respond, because we're going to get you on the wait list for sanitation or street services. So if you see an email from Judith Garcia or a phone call, make sure to respond. So remember that name, Judith Garcia. But thank you all so much, and congratulations, graduates.
So at this time, we're going to take 5 minutes to take a group photo, and then we'll resume this meeting.
Thank you. It's 10:23. Fucking jeez. I knew they were going to be so mad at me too, because I hadn't.
All right, everybody, welcome back. It's 10:27. Executive Officer, could you help reestablish quorum?
Yes, thank you. Upon return from our brief recess, President Kang, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, and Commissioner Cardenas are all present. We still have a quorum, and we are still joined by City Attorney Representative Adina Hopenstan. Thank you.
All right. We have another special presentation, a little bit shorter this time. We would like to recognize our special summer 2025 interns for the Bureau of Engineering, and I would like to welcome Mr. Glenn Morimoto to provide short remarks.
Great. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. Yes, Glenn Morimoto from the Bureau of Engineering. Just wanted to make a note that actually Rosine Kalasian is our project manager for the summer internship program, and unfortunately she couldn't make it this morning. I'm sorry, she couldn't make it this morning. But I just wanted to make note of that because she put a lot of work into this and does a tremendous job. But so just briefly, the Bureau of Engineering runs this annual summer internship program that offers a valuable opportunity for college students to gain practical work experience. For the summer internship program this year, we actually received 482 applications. Of that, we were able to select 21 and bring them in to the Bureau of Engineering. These interns were assigned to various divisions within the Bureau of Engineering and were engaged in a wide range of exciting projects and assignments. They did things such as engineering plan review, conducting site visits, and just generally providing assistance to our project managers in our divisions. We're also pleased to see that a number of our summer interns also transitioned into full-time positions, so they'll continue to work with us through the Bureau, in the Bureau of Engineering. Our main goal with this program is to recruit talented students from colleges and universities nationwide with a strong focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion. Ultimately, the aim is to train the next generation of engineers and architects, preparing them for potential careers with the Bureau of Engineering after they graduate. The Bureau of Engineering is proud to offer this annual internship opportunity to our college students, and we believe it's a great way to foster future talent in the city. With that, maybe I could just read the names of the 21, and then maybe following that, if they want to, we do have a few here if they want to come up and maybe introduce themselves, if that would be okay.
Sure.
Great. So the 21 participants were Hannah McAllister, Din Wong, Anthony Guerrero, Michelle Nguyen, Natalie Nguyen, Alina Mir, Dominic Avazian, Evan Iniguez, Noel Blair, Trupti Dongre, Prenny Garbian, Marissa Martinez, Rebecca Shima, Edgar Hernandez, Kira Takahashi, Thomas Huang, Valerie Cardenas, Monica Shakala, Joshua Debeque, Levon Pashayan, and Benito Ramirez. And we do have a few of them here today. Maybe, I don't know every single one of them, so maybe if you would like to come up and introduce yourself and maybe tell everybody what your experience was like. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Marissa Martinez. I was interning with Bureau, the Bridge Improvement Division with BOE this summer. I will be extending my internship as well. I'm a master's student at Cal State Northridge, and I would like to express my gratitude to my project manager, Dalia Hanna, as well as the board and all BOE staff engineers for the opportunity to learn. Particularly in Bridge, I was able to learn about the different intersections of, that the city is handling. And for example, the intersection between the homelessness crisis and our bridge infrastructure and the stability of our infrastructure and the climate crisis and what have you. And so it was a very insightful experience, and to be able to not only see the technical side, but then also the impact, the direct impact that we see in the communities. And so as I'm very thankful, and I look forward to continuing the internship and learning even more, and hopefully, also dedicating myself to this profession with the city. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I think just one representative would be great. And then I would love to turn it over to our commissioners for brief remarks as well. So we'll kind of start from the opposite side. Commissioner Cardenas.
Well, thank you, President King. And as an engineer myself, I see a lot of myself in you all. I never had the opportunity to do what you all were doing this past summer, but I think the young lady that just spoke right now said it well, that you learned something about the city, and I like the fact that it wasn't all about engineering that you learned. It was the social impacts as well that you have to deal with out there in the real world. So it was nice to hear that interaction about that. So congratulations, you have a bright future, and possibly that your future will be here in the city of LA, but wherever you go, I'm sure the experiences that you had this summer are going to go with you and be a part of who you are going forward. So congratulations.
All right, Vice President Chavez.
Thank you. Yes, just wanted to say congratulations to our outstanding summer interns. For many of you, today marks a successful completion of your internship with the Bureau of Engineering, and you should be very proud of this achievement. Each of you has earned your place in this highly competitive program, and you've shown your academic excellence, your dedication, and you have promise as not just future engineers, but as future professionals working in the city of Los Angeles, whether you're in the city or in the private sector. This experience is going to stay with you forever. You're always going to look back on this and pinpoint to something you learned. So know that you've gained this invaluable real world experience that goes beyond anything you could have learned in the classroom. And City of LA offers tremendous opportunities for engineering. I know we need engineers. We need you, because we have challenges that we're facing not just today, but tomorrow and into the future. So when you return to your studies and begin your professional careers, remember that you've already proven what it takes to succeed, and you've experienced what meaningful work means in public service. And whether your expertise directly is impacting or directly impacting, you are making people's lives better. And so congratulations again, and we hope to see many of you back as full-time engineers in this great city of Los Angeles. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Pro Tem Grant.
I have two expressions of gratitude. One is to Commissioner Mitchell for recognizing and realizing that the service and the work that the interns have done merit recognition from this board, but also to congratulate you all for completing this. That there's one of the European philosophers said, the point is not just to understand the world, but to be able to change it. And you've coupled both. Your studies have enabled you to understand, and this summer you're beginning your path to change and improve our community. Thank you for that. Job well done.
Thank you very much. And then Commissioner Mitchell.
From the classroom to a real work environment. excuse me, I want to thank each of you for your contributions to the Bureau of Engineering this summer, and those of you who will be staying on throughout the year. We talked very, very briefly this morning, but I definitely thought it was important to come and recognize your work. You've got exposure to real work environments wherever you've been assigned, and you've gotten exposure to real working professionals in your field. So I look forward to seeing you either here at the City of Los Angeles, as some of you complete your internships through the winter or fall or whatever that might be, and also for your future contributions to society at large and hopefully the City of Los Angeles. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of our interns. I know all the commissioners, we had a brief moment to break some bread together this morning, so thank you all for coming in so early. And I think it's wonderful that we're able to provide these opportunities to our young people and to our students here at the city. And we hope many of you will come back to join the city family in your professional capacity as well. So congratulations. And then with that, we will take 5 quick minutes to take a group photo and present the certificate. So if the students want to join us at the back where the flag is located, and the time is 10:37. All right, everybody, we are back. Madam Executive Officers, please take roll and establish quorum.
Yes, thank you. It's 10:42, and after taking a brief recess, President Kang, Vice President Chavez, President Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, and Commissioner Cardenas are all still present. We have a quorum, and we are also joined by City Attorney Representative Adina Hopenstan.
Thank you very much. And now we will start with general public comment, which is an opportunity for the public to address the board on public interest items and will be provided up to a minute per person, up to a cumulative total of 10 minutes for the general public comment segment of each regular meeting. And testimony shall be limited in content to subject matters which are within the jurisdiction of the Board of Public Works. And the board may not take any action on any matters discussed during the public comment period. So I know we have representatives from Council District 15, so we would love to invite you to the podium to provide comments.
Good morning, Board of Public Work Commissioners. Thank you for having me here today. I love your newsletter. Thanks for sending it out.
Thank you.
I would also like to introduce myself. My name is Drew Leach. I am the San Pedro Field Deputy for LA City Council Member Tim McOsker in the 15th District. He represents from Watts to the Water. So Watts, Wilmington, Harbor City, Harbor Gateway, and my community of San Pedro. We have great relationships with our community members, with our neighborhood councils, and with our developers, one of whom is here today to speak to item 1. This is regarding the removal of 6 street trees, one being a sapling, at 625 North Beacon Street. We have discussed this at length with the neighborhood council, with the residents, and with the developer, and we are grateful that they see the importance of trees, that they would like to replace them. They would actually like to replace more trees than the site accommodates for, but due to BPW clearance requirements of 30 feet in between the trees, they're only able to replace 7 instead of the 10 at a 2-to-1 replacement. So I would like to say that we do support them. We do support this removal because we know that it will be replaced. And as an aside, the councilman would like me to, on his behalf, speak to what I spoke to earlier, which was the 30 feet clearance required between street trees that are installed following removals. This does impact our ability to replenish our canopy, to grow our canopy, and to increase it. So it's something that I'd like to bring to your attention so that for future, perhaps we can work together on increasing our tree canopy and maybe reducing that clearance requirement. So thank you very much. We support this. We love our trees and we'd like more.
Thank you very much. From Council District 15. Thank you for being here. I know we don't have any other in-person speaker cards, so we will transition over to our virtual platform.
Thank you. I'll start with Audit LA. Audit LA, are you wishing to make a general public comment?
Yes, as well as all items, please.
Thank you. You have 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. I would like to talk about a permit application that the Church of Scientology has for Auditors Day on September 13th. This is an event that they have annually. It's for the most part held indoors, but they sought out an application. They applied only 2 weeks prior. It's a 40-day window that you're supposed to give because it needs inspections. It needs different departments to be able to put input. And so they're depriving the city of that. And why? This is not a last minute event. This is an annual event. It's one of their biggest events of the year that for their stuff. It's not a community event. It's for them, which they're entitled to have. But why are they trying to close the street down? They don't need to. And why are they not going by the rules? Ms. Happenstand, I always appreciate how you are a person that abides by the rules, and so I am asking if there's any way that this permit can be denied. It should not be allowed.
Thank
And
you.
especially because of the slave wages. I'm going to keep pounding on that. These people who are working
Thank
their
you.
events on
That's
the
time.
street. Thank you.
Next up, we have Jill. Jill, are you wishing to make general public comment?
General, but the other person in person wasn't cut off after the 1 minute like Audit LA was. So that's not fair to the people that call in via Zoom and been waiting for almost an hour. However, revoke the R permits for
You have
L.
1
Ron
minute.
Hubbard
Go
Way.
ahead.
Revoke the R permits for L. Ron Hubbard Way. Revoke all of their events their permits because per Laura FM, when she called in, they were doing work at night on rooftops, unsafe situation. They're still doing slave labor. This is wrong. You guys have got to step in and stop this already. You're all going to get the Child X book eventually and hear what's going on. You're going to get real testimony like it is of a Holocaust survivor's testimony from Jamie Mustard. You guys have got to wake up and end the Scientology hold on the town of LA. Bye.
Next up, we have Gigi's phone. Gigi, are you wishing to make general public comment?
Yes, and I also want all items.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, so why do Scientology, why are they allowed to break all these rules? Things have gotten so much better than last year. We're in a better place. They're not getting the endless permits, but they're still breaking rules. They're getting permits way closer to the date than they're supposed to. They're not paying in full like they're supposed to. I don't think that there's inspections going on like they're supposed to be. Why are they getting special treatment still? Why at this point are you guys still not doing something? At this point, I wonder who needs to lose their job. What department is messing this up and who is letting this happen? Because this is really ridiculous and it needs to end. They shouldn't get special privileges.
Thank you. Next, we have Yvonne. Yvonne, are you wishing to make general public comment?
Yes, and multiple items later.
Thank you. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
My comment is related to the event on the 13th that is scheduled, and it's permit number 2025-1409-2025. It does not have a work order number, and from the forward-facing information that the public has access to, we cannot tell whether they're going to close any street or deny parking on Sunset Boulevard or set up their wall of sound to annoy the residents on Catalina Avenue and the patients at Kaiser Hospital. There's no indication that any planning has been submitted because there are no indication that there's a work number. So again, the late application for this permit should demand that it is stopped in and not allowed. And my impression is that it is going to be in the parking lot next to the driveway closest to 1414 Catalina.
Thank you.
They
That's
had
time.
that driveway blocked at the time. Thank you.
Next up, Georgina. Georgina McPhee, are you wishing to make general public comment?
I am wishing to make general public comment, and even though you didn't ask, I'd also like
You
to
have 1
address all
minute.
agenda items as well.
Okay. You have 1 minute. Thank you. Go ahead.
The fact that you don't ask us if we're addressing agenda item has thrown people off. It's thrown me off a few times. You only ask if we want to make public comment, and then when I say yes, I'm not even asked later if I want to make agenda item comments. You need to ask that at the start so that it's clear at the start so people can say what their directive is for that. I'm calling because the work on Fontaine in front of Big Blue has not been done. I was just there. I just did a walk around. There are massive cracks in the sidewalk. It's not wheelchair accessible. It needs to be made ADA compliant. It needs to be made safe for the people. The people of the city should be allowed to have access to L. Ron Hubbard Way. It's not their personal street. They stole that street. That street is the property of the city and needs to be treated as such. I yield back my time. Thank you.
Thank you. President King, that's it for general public comment, and we do have 4 speakers who noted that they'd like to make multiple agenda item comment during that period.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close general public comment portion of today's meeting and move on to multiple agenda item public comment. The board will provide an opportunity for members of the public wishing to speak on more than one agenda item during multiple agenda item comment period for up to a minute per item, up to a total of 3 minutes per meeting. This is the only time to speak on more than one agenda item, and please identify the items that you will speak on when you are called. And to all of our virtual speakers that will be providing multiple agenda item public comment, I want to remind you that for this comment section, you do need to speak in particular to the item that you are speaking. So I know Audit LA does a good job of identifying the items before speaking, so that would be helpful when you're speaking directly about the item. So we will transition to our virtual callers.
Thank you. First up, we have Audit LA. Audit, you indicated you wish to speak on all items. You have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Before you start my time, Laura FM, I believe, it was in queue for public comment, and unless I missed that, she was called on, but I don't believe she was. But when it comes to my time here, I want to speak first on the street upgrade, the street reports. I want to know on the report, please, that what is being done to address our issues. There are permits which are not being dealt with because they're not submitting proof of their insurance, or they haven't been for years. They are using people who are being paid indentured servant wages, which is absolutely illegal. There's no religious exemption, and they are still doing that. I caught them the other day with their patrolling, and if they have any more closures, they're going to use people who are not being paid sufficient money, and which is illegal. It's a huge liability for the city, and it needs to be addressed. Also, with the permits, not just the R permit, but the regular permits, they have got to stop getting street closures. They have a huge property. They can hold these events on their property. They do not. They even when it says open to the public, they really aren't. They select which public they want in, and that is prejudicial, and that will leave the city liable as well, because I will not be. They will not allow me into any of their events because of viewpoint discrimination. So if they have the public street and they are opening it to the public, and I'm denied, I have a right at that point to sue the city because the city gave them that permit and they are discriminating against me based just solely on my viewpoint, not whether or not I'm disruptive, not whether or not anything else, but just because.
Please keep your comments to the agenda item.
Oh, yes, ma'am. See, I like it because you like the rules. I appreciate you for that. Okay, so the next one, let's talk about the minutes. Here, like again, I've been repeating myself that we have been coming for a very long time. We are raising very serious issues. We're talking slave wages, if you want to call it that, or indentured servant wages, whatever you want to call it. It's being done on public property, and we've been coming and discussing it. We came and discussed a year on the planners. They were finally removed, but the minutes does not reflect that whole battle, because this is all before. Well, Ms. Happenstand was here, but the rest of you were not here for that year-long. Like we're talking about those planters, and because they were not ADA compliant, right? So if President Kang, if you were to look back and say, oh, let's see what this meetings were about, you would see, oh, this was applied for, or this was asked for, you would see all that. But you would not see that there was a community of people coming and asking for, about these planners that were illegally placed and demanded to be removed, and that were not removed for a year. And it doesn't reflect that, and it's sad because like now you guys are you're all seated.
That's
Thank
time.
you.
Next up, we have Gigi's phone. Gigi, you indicated that you'd like to speak on all items. You have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, so let me start with the minutes. You guys really need to take this serious and do something about the minutes. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know the history of all of you on the commission, but I'm sure that there's other things you guys been involved in where there's been minutes, and all of them are probably better than the minutes from this commission. Like, the minutes are horrible. It just says public comment has been received. You know, like, how detailed is that? You know, like, even if public comment wasn't involved in stuff in your past, there shouldn't be a big portion that lasts 10 minutes that's just summed up with one sentence. That's ridiculous. On to number, you know what? I yield my time.
Thank you. Next, we have Yvonne. Yvonne, you indicated you wish to make multiple agenda item comment. Which items are you wishing to speak on?
Minutes 1, 2, and 3, I think.
You have 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you. On the minutes, I would like to make sure that the young people and not so young people that were participants and received commendations today, that their name is reflected in the minutes and not just a presentation was made. Their contribution to the city in the past and hopefully in the future should be commemorated forever in your minutes. All right, number 1 is the tree issue. You were given an action item by the young lady from Council District 15, and I do hope you put it on the agenda somewhere, that the strict limitation of a tree every 30 feet is the nearest they can be. Please put that on the agenda and run it through your design people. My other concern is that this particular process was so delayed in relationship to the actual carrying out of the development plan. It seems to be an administrative problem with in-house where the trees were not brought up as part of the initial planning phase. Letting it linger to the last of the process probably raised a great deal of angst and anxiety for the developer and raised the cost of the project for everybody all around. That's an administrative failure in-house. Catch it early, require the applications include these things, and don't make it an afterthought. The streets, the streets, definitely check the trees and sidewalk on Fountain between New Haven and Catalina. They are in horrible condition, and I believe 2 of those trees need to be removed because they've been surface watered and they're rotting at the trunk level. They're likely to, if we have horrendous hurricane strength winds again, they're likely to blow over. I love trees. I'm not a proponent for chopping them down, but they need an arborist to go out there and declare that they're safe. I'm done with today's agenda. There's one more on that list, but I can't recall it right now. Thank you.
Thank you. That's time. Last up, we have Georgina. Georgina, you indicated you were wishing to make multiple agenda item comment. I believe you said you'd like to speak on all items. Is that correct?
Minutes and agenda item number 1.
Minutes and item number 1. You have 2 minutes. Go ahead.
Thank you. As far as the minutes go, I think some of what we say needs to be referenced. You're not allowed to comment on what we say when we say it. There needs to be some record that is at least said. We say the same things over and over and over because there's never anything to point to the fact that it was even said or mentioned. So we're going to keep saying it. But if you put things in the minutes, we at least have record, like you were told, we advised you, and maybe there might be some follow-up and some accountability. And so I'd really like to see that changed. As far as the tree removal, I understand trees need to be removed. I'm hoping they get replaced. But my concern with them being replaced is, are we just going to put in a bunch more palm trees? They don't provide shade. Yeah, they look pretty, but they don't provide any shade. Then we need to put in native trees that do provide shade. We need to bring the city back to what it's supposed to look like, not this fake transcribed horizon and vista that's not reality. We don't need more fake. We need more reality. We need native trees put in. Thank you. I yield back my time.
Thank you. President King, that's it for our multiple agenda item commenters this morning.
Thank you very much. With that, we will close multiple item public comment portion of today's meeting, and we'll move forward with the approval of minutes for Wednesday, August 27, 2025. Commissioners,
So moved.
questions or comments? First by Commissioner Cardenas, seconded by President Pro Tem Grant.
Great, thanks. We'll take the roll beginning with you, President King.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. We have an aye from Commissioner Mitchell. Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
Great. All ayes and the minutes are approved.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 1 from the Bureau of Street Services in Council District 15, tree removal at 625 South Beacon Street.
Good morning, Honorable Board of Public Works, President Kang, Commissioners. My name is Brian Ramirez with the Streets LA Urban Forestry Division, bringing before you a request for this board to approve a fee permit to remove 6 street trees at 625 South Beacon Street. Trammell Crow Company proposes to build a 281 unit mixed-use apartment building that was previously approved by the Department of City Planning under case DIR-2595-SPR-HCA-M1 to be thorough, which is located in Central San Pedro Community in Council District 15. Trammell Crow's, or the property owner's representative, submitted a tree removal application to the Streets LA Urban Forestry Division requesting the removal of 6 street trees. A subsequent field inspection was performed by a Streets LA arborist on April 25th, 2025, and they found that there are a total of 28 existing street trees adjacent to that entire project. As for the removals on Beacon Street, there's a total of 5 street trees that are identified for removal. The 5 trees that are proposed for removal are growing directly along the property line adjacent to the footprint of the proposed project, where excavation will require the removal to allow for the construction as previously approved by planning. As far as the other removal, it is along Palos Verdes street side. This tree will require removal to enable for the installation of an LADWP transformer. So the tree along Palos Verdes again is in fair condition. It measures approximately 11 inches to and by 20 feet in height. And again, the tree is growing directly within the footprint of that staging area to install that transformer to allow electrical equipment and allow the electricity supply for the building. It's noteworthy to mention that the remaining 22 street trees that are adjacent to that project will receive minimal to no impact and will be preserved throughout construction. As for the alternatives that the Streets LA explored, Streets LA Urban Forestry endeavors to retain as many healthy, mature street trees as we can when feasible. But unfortunately, the trees location and size disallows that. So again, the initial project plans included removing all the street trees adjacent to the project site. However, the plans were modified to retain as many street trees as possible. So again, a total of 22 trees are being preserved, and we are requesting to remove 6 of the 28 street trees there. As the condition, if the board approves the removal of these 6 street trees, the applicant shall plant a total of 6 24-inch box size Brisbane box trees along Beacon Street, and one 24-inch box size water gum tree along 6th Street. That was the only available remaining space there. So in order to meet the board's 2-to-1 replacement policy, the remaining trees that cannot be planted on site will receive a tree replacement guarantee fee that will be collected for the remaining 5 trees that could not be planted on site, and this totals in $9,725 to be paid for future planting by the city at different locations. As it pertains to the California Environmental Quality Act, the Department of City Planning adopted the environmental impact report, finding that the project, including the tree removals, will have less than a significant environmental effect with the incorporation of the mitigation measures that are mentioned within that EIR and addendum. As for the notifications, the 15th Council District was informed of the removals on June 5th, 2025. They were in support, as they commented today. There was an actual physical notice that was posted on each and every tree that was to be removed, informing the community of the proposed tree removals and also the hearing that was going to be held for those removals. We updated the tree removal notification system, informing, again, the residents, and we also updated our Streets LA website for the general public to look and see that these trees were going up for removal. This concludes my report to the board, and I'm open to any questions that you all may have at this time.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, any questions? President Pro Tem Grant.
Thank you for your report, Brian. When the notices were posted on the trees,
Correct.
Did any of them object? No, just kidding. What kind of trees are going to be? What kind of trees will be placed? The new trees in the area.
The new trees. So the recommendation that's being made here is to adopt a plan that plants a total of 6 trees along Beacon Street, and the species for these are Brisbane box. The reason for that is that given the projected building that's going to be proposed there, the proposed sidewalk and available space, this species is a little bit more vertical growing. It wouldn't essentially grow into the building. This is a more of a medium, larger type tree.
Commissioner Cardenas.
Yes, thank you. The 5 trees that were supposed to be planted here on per our requirements, I understand there's a deposit for those. What's the is there a timeline on when those trees would be planted, or is that just a separate project somewhere else that's going to be happening in Streets LA?
Typically, the funds are collected by the Urban Forestry Division. Those funds go into the Public Works, if I'm speaking correctly, and through the council approval, there's certain sites that are selected. I personally can't speak to the timing of these specific 5 trees and when they will be replanted, but the city does frequently utilize those funds to plant trees in appropriate locations as approved by the council.
Thank you.
Commissioner Mitchell.
To follow up on Commissioner Cardenas' question, usually the trees go in after the project is completed, correct?
That is correct. It's
Thank you.
post-construction, after all of the improvements have been made, after the building has been erected.
Vice President Chavez.
Thank you. Yes, first of all, thank you to the Urban Forestry Division of Bureau of Street Services for getting this matter before us in an expeditious manner. Just to give context on this project, this is a mixed-use residential development in downtown San Pedro. It's actually adjacent to the San Pedro Municipal Building. There is a need for housing in the city of Los Angeles, and this is an appropriate additional, housing project in that community which needs housing, and it's going to certainly help provide additional residences for more folks to move into the city, live, work, hopefully in the thriving business district of San Pedro, adjacent across the way from the waterfront project, which is scheduled for completion next year. So it's a great project. I'm happy to support this moving forward. I think wanted to also commend the developer for working to preserve as many trees as possible. We appreciate that. We know that when you're developing a dense urban residential project, which this is, on an existing lot that is not dense. It's a mix of different commercial and government buildings that were there, low lying with a lot of parking, empty space, you know, and we're infilling it with badly needed residential. Sometimes you have to work with what's there, and we have to lose trees. And so we appreciate the working with that, and we'll hopefully get some beautiful new trees. So anyway, wanted to provide that context and appreciation to the staff and the folks behind the project.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from our commissioners? Okay. Seeing none, is there a first and a second?
I'll move.
Vice President Chavez moves, and then Commissioner Mitchell seconds.
Thank you. We'll take the roll beginning with you, President Kang.
Aye.
Vice President Chavez.
Aye.
President Pro Tem Grant.
Aye.
Commissioner Mitchell. Commissioner Cardenas.
Aye.
All ayes, and the item is approved and carries forthwith.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 2, oral report, status update on major upcoming street improvement projects from the Bureau of Street Services.
Good morning. It's always a pleasure to be here. Good morning, President King, Vice President Chavez, Pro Tem Grant, Commissioner Mitchell, Commissioner Cardenas, City Attorney, Madam Executive Officer. My name is Sherrod Nichols. I'm the Operations Manager, General Superintendent overseeing the Street Renewal Division, responsible for resurfacing, reconstruction, and slurry seal. This information is being provided to lessen the delays and confusion for the residents and the community. Any questions or concerns regarding the street work, you can contact our coordinating section at 213-847-3200. You can also contact me at 213-847-3200. There are no major street projects in the Valley or Metro region for resurfacing, but we are continuing our large asphalt repair program. For the week of the 7th through the 13th, we have 16 locations for a little over a lane mile. And for the next week, the 14th to the 20th, 14th to the 20th, we have approximately 16 locations for almost 2 lane miles. So for the next 2 weeks, we're going to propose to complete 32 locations at almost 3 lane miles. We've coordinated with the Department of Transportation for any traffic control assistance and also striping. We've provided notifications for the council offices and stakeholders. I just want to highlight a few locations that we're going to do for the next couple of weeks. So we're going to provide work in CD6, Fillmore, and Stanwood, and also Fillmore in Arlington. We have another location in CD3, Corbin and Wells. In CD9, we have Long Beach Avenue and Washington Boulevard. In CD14, we have Spring Street, Aliso to Temple, and also Vermont, 2nd Street to 3rd Street in CD13. So we are continuing our large asphalt repair locations due to various reasons that I've already, kind of communicated already. Due to the budget, resources, staffing, and that will conclude my report on our. And next week, I'll provide some photos of some updated large asphalt repairs throughout the city. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, any questions or comments? One request, Mr. Nichols, could you email us the locations that you just mentioned
Yes, sir.
verbally as well? If you can send it to our executive officer, she will share it with the rest of the board.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
And quick, just trying to see what the level of engagement is from the public. And I know you're here every Friday providing your phone number, but what's been sort of the call volume related to any inquiries related to this item?
Not too many calls regarding anything out of the ordinary. Usually, it's more of accommodations. If residents have appointments, if there's construction on some of the residential streets, we coordinate the timing of our work so that there's no conflicts.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, thank you very much. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. Moving on to our final item, number 3, specialized on-call maintenance service update from the Bureau of Sanitation.
Hello, good to see you all again. Good morning, President King. members-
And if you may, if I could ask if you can speak directly into the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning, President King, members of the board, city attorney, bureau leaders, and the general public. My name is Trayden Dubois, and I am an environmental engineering associate with LA Sanitation and Environment at Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant. I'm here today to provide an oral report for the specialized as-needed maintenance contracts awarded to Murray and ACO. To give a brief background, the specialized as-needed maintenance contract services were awarded to Murray Plumbing and Heating Corporation and ACO Engineered Systems for the purpose of augmenting the Bureau's staff by providing maintenance support on an as-needed basis. The scope of work includes the contractors to perform a variety of maintenance services, including but not limited to refurbishment, renovation, modification, and replacement of various conveyance, mechanical, and electrical process control systems. These contracts were established in July of 2020 for a total ceiling of $63 million, which include a 5-year term plus 2 2-year renewal options at the discretion of the city. The Board of Public Works approved the ratification of the first 2-year renewal, which is set to expire in 2027. For the first quarter of fiscal year 25-26, 4 projects were initiated with Murray Company and 0 projects were initiated with ACO Engineered Systems. The total for the fiscal year to date is 4 projects initiated with Murray for a total of $453,101.71. 0 projects were initiated with ACO Engineered System in this fiscal year. The total amount invoiced to date, whole contract initiated in 2020, by ACO Engineered Systems is $1,636,502.19, with 27% total achieved participation in the Business Inclusion Program. The total amount invoiced to date by Murray Company is $21,539,856.95, with 67% total achieved participation in the Business Inclusion Program. This concludes the oral report for the specialized as-needed maintenance contracts, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Commissioners, any questions or comments? President Pro Tem Grant.
Thank you for the report. If you could help me understand the second grid, the quarterly update. So Murray had 4 projects and it was 67 completed, right? Or is that, what's the 67% is?
The 67% is the participation in the Business Inclusion Program.
Okay.
So that's across all their projects.
And then ACO has no projects, but it's already got 27%?
27% is their Business Inclusion Program participation, and they have no projects this fiscal year so far.
So, but they still, okay. So
Yeah.
they have no projects, but they're still 27%. That's what it says. That's what he just said. No, but business included, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We're together. Thanks.
And also for everybody's just knowledge and folks listening, do you mind just explaining what business inclusion program
Yeah.
is?
So the way that we calculate it is we are given invoices from the contractors, so Mori or Echo, when they have projects that have subcontractors that they have to get approved with their Schedule A and then they get on the job site. They get invoices from the subcontractors and they include it on their own invoices to pay. So what our percentage is the total amount that's being invoiced, let's say in just the first quarter. Part of that is going to be the labor from the actual contractor. So that'll be Murray Company or Acco Engineered Systems, and whatever percentage that may be. The other percentage is the percentage of subcontractor invoices in that also same time frame. This percentage is across all of the whole contract, so 2020 to now. So if it's $1 million total invoiced subcontractor plus our regular contractors, a percentage of that is subcontractors. So that's saying that 67% of the total invoice from Murray Company is subcontractors. So they are including small businesses, women business enterprises, and I forget the other little abbreviations, but they are including those subcontractors quite a bit because they have a lot of work to do for us. And same for Acco Engineered Systems, just at a lower rate, so 27%.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other questions, comments from the commissioners? All right, I think we're good. Have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much, everybody.
All right, does that conclude our voting items for today?
Yes, we've cleared the desk, President King.
Thank you very much. Our next meeting will be on Monday, September 8, 2025. The meeting is now adjourned at 11:24 a.m.